Well, hello everyone, and welcome. Yeah, my top 10 smoking records. Smoking pack of cigarettes on the cover, that kind of thing. Usually people got a cigarette in their hand. They're actually smoking the cigarette. Rob Walker did a video. It's not really a contest, but it's a thread. I've seen a couple other folks do it as well. So I thought, do I even have 10 records with people smoking on them? Kind of thing. I'll have to look. And I looked, and guess what? Oh yeah, yeah. We got 10 folks and a couple of honorable mentions. You know how I roll, right? So, still sporting the unofficial Rock and Ronnie mug. It does match the poster, folks. So that's kind of the deal, right? First of all, Pink Floyd, right? A nice pair. Where's the smoking, Ron? It's right back here. This dude right here. Can you see him? He's got a joint or something there, definitely. He's smoking something. And he sure looks like he's smoking something. He's having a good old time, isn't he? Yeah, that guy make you laugh. That's number one. I think Rob showed this one. You know, that's such an iconic record. I had to show it too. We got a couple overlaps because there's some great records I had to show them. Donald Fagen and the Nightfly. Being a DJ, he probably didn't even smoke. He's just, it's the thing about this whole smoking stuff, folks. Hang on, I gotta get my block of wood here. Hang on. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared for the video. There we go. Let's put this one on. What's going on? Well, this dude up here, he's got a pipe. Okay, it qualifies. And if I can get a Jethro Tull record or some of these in here, I'm getting them in. He's got a pipe, so this record qualifies. But this whole smoking thing, right? Some of us folks that are a little bit older. I mean, we remember like everybody was smoking, and every second guy you saw had the pack of Marlboros rolled up on his T-shirt. Seriously. And everybody, my mom and dad smoked. Everybody smoked, right? You could smoke on the airplanes. You could smoke in the movie theater. Now I couldn't, but my parents, when they were young, they could smoke in the movie theater. You could smoke in a restaurant. But then they started with non-smoking. That's kind of how they eased into it. It was smoking and non-smoking, and then they said, "Oh yeah, hang on, no smoking." Yeah, so now everything is all changed. And how about have you been watching any movies lately on Netflix or HBO or such? It'll have up in their coarse language, smoking. Oh my God, they're smoking in the movie. Hide the children. This is what we're coming to, folks. If they're smoking, you can't let people watch it. There's a warning on there that people might be smoking. Okay, but it's all good. Smoking is bad, so we're trying to cut that out. But it's a little bit kind of funny, right? Okay, we got guy smoking a pipe on there. Muddy Waters folk singer. Here he is. Now, folks, if you don't have this record right here, you need to search it out. What a great blues record, and the sound on it is phenomenal. This is just a great record. The total package, one of those total packages. All the songs are great. The performances are great, and the sound is top tier. Very good record. Look, we got to hear smoking, people. Robert Plant. Yeah, all them big groups, Led Zeppelin, and look, I even got Eno. Eno's got a pack of cigarettes out there, right? He's got an ashtray full of them. He's smoking Camels, folks. So yeah, if you got Eno, got to hit him in there. Leonard Cohen, right? He's not only on the front, he's on the back smoking. He's a chain smoker. Bless his heart, Leonard's no longer with us. Now, how about this? We got old Elvis Costello. Is he smoking? Hang on a minute. I remembered this because it's so cool. That's another thing, folks. A lot of people now would use cigarettes to promote that cool factor. If you were smoking, it was a lot cooler. Well, look at this, right? That's cool. Right? That's the cool thing right there. He's got the cigarette. He's got the thing smoking, and he's even got the match smoking. Never mind the cigarette. Very good. Nice picture of Elvis. So they would always promote that cool factor. And anybody that knows Zappa, he's always got the darn cigarette smoking on the guitar. About every picture you see of him, he's got a cigarette on there. And I'm glad I had a photo to share with you. And Rob talked about this. There's old Mac on there he can't even put the cigarette down and walk across the street and take a photo. He's got to have it with him. And of course, David Bowie. This is what I'm talking about, the cool factor, right? I'm just moving the OB out of the way because it's right where the cigarette and everything is. Got to pull it this way a little bit. There it is. Yeah, the cigarette's up in the cool factor by 100%. Definitely. Really nice. Such a good picture of David on this record here. With this cigarette and all that. That's the cool factor. That's for sure. Put the outer sleeve on. We'll get right back in it, folks. Who we got up next? Billy Gibbons. Man, this guy here, he's really putting the smoke out. Got the old stogie going. Scott Spinner showed that one too. And look at this, my favorite record. And she's got a cigarette. She's smoking a cigarette there. Not sure exactly what's going on. But I think somebody's getting dragged down the back hall. She's having a smoke. So anyway. How about some Savoy Brown? Street corner talking. The guy in the end here, he's got one in his mouth. He's having a smoke. Usually if you can find a big crowd of people, records that were made in the 70s and such, you're going to find a cigarette. Even the drawing stuff, they've got a cigarette involved in it. Cat Stevens. It's supposed to be the Jeanté cigarettes, like the French cigarettes on there. And there's one in the ashtray as well. Get some cigarettes on that. Smithereens. Another great record. And the dude on the end's got a cigarette in his hand. Good record. Tom Rush. Now, if Bobby Gass is watching, he played a record the other day of Who Do You Love? Quicksilver Messenger Service, and it was really good. But I'll tell you, Bobby, this Tom Rush record here, Tom Rush does Who Do You Love on this record. So check that out. Tom Rush, Who Do You Love? Was a big hit on the radio back in Canada anyway. Husker Du. Bob Mould. This is a solo record. And look, he's on the back. He's having a smoke break, folks. That was always one of the cool things about the people that smoked. They got smoke breaks. Where were you? I was on a smoke break. How about the other people don't smoke? No, you don't get a break. You got to work. But I'm having a smoke break, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Them Jeantés, those cigarettes. I can't pronounce it properly, but those things here now. Anybody ever smoke one of those things? Those are French cigarettes. You think Pall Malls are strong? Man, these things are my aunt. Baudry, I got a lot of French aunts and uncles, right? She would get them from time to time. And she had left them on the table. And I said, I'm going to try one of these things. See what they're like, right? My God. That's why they left them on the table. They were, how do people smoke that stuff? That stuff is rough. Those are rough smoking cigarettes. I mean, it's stronger than that stogie that guy's smoking. Right? This was one of the guy's dads from the Dead Milkmen. That's one of I'm not sure which one, but that's his dad on there. He posed for the cover. And then you got the other kind of smoke, the sweet smoke. Yeah, that's nice. People like that. Then we've got Stevie Winwood. and they're at the cantina, and the guy over here, he's having a smoke. They're in a restaurant. Yeah, folks, they used to smoke in restaurants. They had their dinner. Frank Zappa again. This is an illustrated, but that hand is reaching for a smoke. Then we got some Alex Harvey band, and you can see Hugh McKenna over here at the end. He's the drummer. He's having a smoke break. Okay, now the jazz. And, you know, a lot of these jazz, I was surprised I didn't have as many jazz smokers as I, you know, typically thought I would. But there's Art Blakey having a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, right? Joe Henderson, he's having a drag on that one. These are good records, folks. Here's the Horace Silver's he's got a little stogie butt in his, he's smiling away. He's got a stogie in there. Jimmy Smith, he's playing the organ. He can't even stop smoking while he's playing the organ. He's got one going. I never could do that. You know, these folks walk around with the cigarette hanging out of their mouth and the smoke is going up their nose, getting in their eyes, and they're just doing their thing. I could never do that when I smoke. That cigarette is smoking or not smoking. It just sitting there hanging, and I could never do that. Burn my eyes. And then, I think the coolest guy smoking in the world on a cover is this guy, Jimmy Weatherspoon. Really good blues singing. A lot of singing on this. A lot of great lyrics. 7 Years with the Wrong Woman. Yeah, that's the kind of blues that he's got going on here, folks. Good song. And then I thought, you know what? How about a record cover that would have been a lot better with the guy smoking? Well, look at him. He's sitting out there. He's got his drink. Got the umbrella out there. The sunglasses. Where's the cigarette? Now, that would have been relaxing. That would have been a lot cooler. It's nice, but it could have been cooler. That's what I'm saying with the cigarette. And that's my top 10 plus my honorable mentions. About covers, record covers with people smoking on them. And if you haven't subscribed, you might as well. Hey, you know what? There's not a lot of stuff in life that's free. It's free, folks. You might as well do it. Free to subscribe. And don't forget to share. Maybe other people can make videos like this. Share the video, subscribe, you know, all that stuff. And thanks so much for tuning in, folks. Bye for now.